Hey there. All right. Let's see. Stephanie, can you spotlight me? Maybe. I don't know. Just so that it doesn't bounce around like it was doing earlier. Okay. So let me turn. Oh, I think it's on already. Okay. So did you guys like that? Was it fun? Yes. Yay. They did a great job, huh? Angel Schultz. So what you're going to want to do is do not message me on Messenger or in the chat because it just goes too fast and I'll miss it. Send me a Facebook message privately and say, yay, I'm a winner today. And I have a whole pile of prizes right down here next to me. And I'm going to play Beat the Postman today, you know, one of my favorite games, and run a prize out to the porch before the postman picks up. But if you don't message me and say, yeah, I'm the winner, here's my address, I don't mail a prize. So that's how that works. So, don't forget, I'm just saying. Okay, so next, yes, Beat the Postman's our fun little game. He's not here yet, so we're gonna try to beat him, get all the prizes out. Okay, so next we have up one of our awesome org leaders, Misty Bowman, and she's gonna talk to you guys about a subject that I'm glad you love my shirt. You know, you can earn this shirt right now, right? Does everybody know that? This is one of the shirts that's in my get paid at your level challenge. If the first 70 people that get paid at your level get to pick shirts, and it's the shirts I have in there, and it's really cute on the back too. See, it says, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? So I'm just saying. And if you're not a manager, if you step up to manager and you're one of the first 70, you get to jump in there too, like, because that's getting paid at your level, right? Exciting. Okay. Anyway, you want one so bad, like you could totally earn one. There's also t-shirts this month that are 4,000 in personal sales, and you get the adorable t-shirt. Remember that? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, all kinds of shirts for everyone, right? Okay, so Misty is gonna train today, and I love what Misty is gonna train on. Here's the thing: at some point in your business, no matter whether you're young in the business, old in the business, whatever, at some point, yes, it says fearless on the sleeve. Sorry, on this sleeve. Uh, at some point in your business, you're gonna hit a lull. It's normal. People hit a lull. They have a little, I don't know, maybe something happens in your life, maybe something happens in your business, maybe you have several lame hosts in a row, maybe you get in your head. I mean, I don't know what the reason is for your lull, but everybody hits one every once in a while. That's normal. The answer to the lull, it's not upsetting that you get in the lull because it's normal. What's upsetting is if you don't get back up again and get back. And I always say, girl, throw your fit, do whatever you got to do, but get off the floor because you don't belong there, right? So have your little moment and then get up off the floor, put your big girl panties on and get to work, right? So Misty's going to talk a little bit because she had a little lull, had a little, fit on the floor. And then she got back up, she put her big girl panties on and came to work and has turned things around for herself. And if we're being totally honest, the lull is usually right up here most times. Most of the lull is in here. And so what you got to do is you got to dig down deep in here, right? And you got to dig down deep in here and get moving. And so Misty's going to talk to you about if you get in a lull, what are the next steps? Here's what she's going to tell you what she's done, and here's been her results and what's working for her very specifically. And so that if you are feeling that right now, like I'm in a lull and I want to get out of it, and I don't know what to do, she's going to help you. Here's what to do next. If you're not in a lull, you might have somebody in your team in a lull, so pay attention, or just pay attention and write the notes down because there's going to be a day when you feel like this, because everybody has this moment. It's very normal. What's not normal, not okay, is to just let it take you on, if you will, right? What's not okay is to just, I always say, like, I love there's and I'm going to mess it up because I don't know what it is. Michael Jordan talks about how many times he took the game-winning shot. He took the game-winning shot like some bazillion 7,000 times. He only hit the game-winning shot, like, I'm going to just make up numbers, but it's something like 300 or something, right? We only remember that he hit the three. We remember the 300 that he hit or whatever it was, right? But he didn't quit when he missed the game-winning shot. He didn't stop, right? And I think the trick is that he kept taking that shot every single time. And that's my encouragement to you. And that's what I think Misty's going to tell you about today is, like, take that game-winning shot, like, get up off the floor, girlfriend. You don't belong there. So Misty, are you there? I know she's on here somewhere. I
Yep, I'm here.
There she is. Okay, let me spotlight you. Let's see if I can spotlight you. There. Yay. All right, take it away, sweetheart.
Thank you. So it's funny that Kirsten said all that because I already wrote it down. So that's what I was almost word for word. Something that a lot of us do, and it's not just new consultants. It's not only people who've been in it for a few months. Everyone is going to hit a wall. Everyone's going to get in this funk. And what you do with that is going to determine your success in this business. If you are a quitter and you don't succeed in things and you don't have these ambitions and goals, then that's what you're going to do. You're just going to fail. Or you can do something. And the greatest thing about this huge org is there's someone here who's been through what you're going through, and they've experienced that funk. They've experienced 500 no's, and they've experienced parties who had no sales and hosts who disappeared off the face of the earth. And someone has been through the same thing you've done, and give that person the opportunity to bless you with their success. And so I'm never afraid to reach out to Kirsten and say, I'm ready to quit. I'm in tears. I want, it's been terrible. So know where you're at and know that you have friends and you have a huge support system right here. And specifically what I wrote down is most of the times when I hit that wall that comes out, every 6 or 7 months, I think, when I hit that wall, it's because I've become complacent where I'm at, and I'm comfortable where I'm at, and I'm comfortable with these team sales, and then poof, there goes the director. And then I'm not prepared to rebuild a team, or my parties aren't booked up. I'm just in a little funk, to say. So that's one big reason why I've hit this wall. And it does start with me. It doesn't, if you're a manager or a director or just getting started, it has nothing to do with everyone else. It has to do with you. If you are out partying and booking parties and you are trying, you're giving 100%, you're going to be successful. And it does not matter what everyone else is doing. You are yourself, and you are definitely the maker of your future. You're going to pave your way. They're not paving it for you. You're going to pave it for yourself. So what do I do when I hit a wall? I went back and looked through the new consultant getting started guide, and I'm kind of disappointed because they're not sharing the 100 no worksheet. But if you're in my org or you know me, I really believe in the 100 no worksheet, and I will share it for you all to see. So the idea behind it is to get 100 no, ask 100 people if they will host a party for you. And out of the 100 people, you're going to have a ton of no's. You're going to have so many no's, you're just defeated, and you're like, but then you're going to get a yes, and you're going to get another yes. So out of 100 no's, you may have 10 yeses, and you're going to take those 10 parties, and you're going to book 2 parties off them, and you're going to keep growing. So that's one of the 4 things that I do when I get in a funk. And the next one that I do that picked me out of this funk from like a week or 2 ago when I had a big meltdown with Kirsten is I personally went back to my past parties. I've been in Tupperware for almost like 4.5 years. So I went back to my past parties from like 2 years ago, pre-COVID. And I went back to those customers and I sent them a message. And the message that I sent out to these people was, hey, Jane, I wanted to pop in and see how you were enjoying your can opener or whatever they ordered from you. I've got a fun favor to ask. Is there any chance I could twist your arm and get you to host a party with me? And even though I'm a director, I did put this in here because I think the wording kind of grabs your customers. My director gave me a challenge and I need one more party to complete it. Pretty please with a free gift on top. And that's always my favorite way to wrap things up because they are getting a free gift. You're not misleading them or deceiving them at all. And just from doing that, I went back and I sent 42 messages to 42 past customers. They weren't past hosts. They were just past customers. I booked 23 parties in one day. So 23 parties that, and I think someone may be not muted. If
Hey,
you just joined us, if you could
coughing into the microphone. So if you are coughing into the microphone or coughing somewhere else, if you could mute yourself so Misty could talk, that would be fantastic.
So, so I booked 23 parties just from sending out that one message to previous customers. Out of the 23 parties that I booked, and I've still got some going right now, I've got 2 recruits just from that, which is amazing. I mean, I just needed the sales for this month. For me personally, it wasn't a recruiting month for me. It was, I need to end this year with a big number. So I wanted a bunch of sales. So 23 parties, 2 new recruits, plus I think so far I've got 16 parties booked off of it. And I've been able to spread those out through the rest of December because we're in this 5-week sale month. And then also have a couple that I'm starting to get into the first week of January. So I'm really excited about that. When you're in that lull, this is what you need. You need this exciting. You need for someone to say, are you going to sit there and cry about it? Or are you going to get up? You can do this. Look at what you've given us so far. And that's what I chose to do. It worked. And you've got these amazing leaders who have these amazing resources, and they share it with you, and they give you this amazing training that you don't have to do anything for. And use these resources. They are true, and they are 100% right on the money. These women are successful. They've done it. It's worked. It may not work for you, but how do you know it won't? So if you stay in that rut, that's what's going to continue to happen. So I have 2 other things that I do when I'm trying to dig up some more parties. The third thing is the gift post that Kirsten has on her in Rock On. If you will take that, and even if you're not a huge buy, sell, trade poster, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You should still try it because it does work and you will get some parties booked off of it. But you can also post it on your personal wall. To me, sometimes those parties, work out a little bit better. However, those customers or those people, the hosts who I'm going to get from my personal wall, they've been in the deal with me. They've been in for the entire run. So that's why it's nice going into a buy, sell, trade group because you get a fresh audience. You get new people. You get people who haven't seen you post and they don't know anything. So it's new and shiny to them. So it's really exciting. Make sure that you try that. If you are in a bad spot, do that. And the last thing that I do, and this is probably not going to help a lot of brand new people, but if you've been in Tupperware long enough to have recruits and you've had those recruits fall inactive, whether they're not in the system at all or whatever, I also reached out to those recruits and I asked them if they would simply host a party for me. Would you host a party? I'm really trying to hit this number in December. Can you please give me one party? And every single person that I asked said yes. So it absolutely works. These things are like, I don't know, super genius ideas. So pick one of those 4 things, do it, knock it out, and don't be negative about it. Don't go into it with a negative attitude and say, this is not going to work. I never get good parties from it. Just try it. Does it hurt you to try? No, but what could happen if it was successful? What happens if you do, post and buy, sell, trade groups and you get 20 parties, and out of the 20 parties, you've got 5 $500 parties. So please don't be negative and don't project your negative thoughts on everybody else. Just give it a try, do it. And if you have amazing success with it, amazing, then you can keep a little notebook like I have. And if it doesn't work, then you've got other options you can try. And you've got a team of people here who would love to help you out and help you get there. So the bottom line, don't think you're alone and don't ever be afraid to ask for help. And just like Kirsten says, get off the floor. You can throw your pity party and you can feel bad and you can say, oh, it's terrible, but get off the floor because you don't belong there. Everyone in here deserves that. And you deserve to hear that. And you deserve to have people who support you and love you enough to tell you that. And that's what we're here. Kirsten will tell you, and I will tell you, get yourself up off the floor. You do not belong there. You are worth more than that. And we all love you. So thank you for listening.
All right. Isn't she awesome? And I think that what I love about that is is the honest truth of it, right? We all have those days. And I think that sometimes, we don't want to give ourselves permission or whatever, or this doesn't happen to other people or whatever. It happens to everybody. It's normal. And I think I want you to hear me say that we all have a day where I don't love this, I don't whatever. Have your fit, yell, swear if you need to, whatever your little thing is, right? And then just don't live there, right? Just get up and say, you know what? I got this, right? If you have to go to bed, sometimes I have to go to bed and get up the next morning and start over. Like it happens. It happens to the best of us. But you can have that moment, just don't live there. And that's, I guess, my encouragement to you is, look at Misty. She turned it around, what, week or 2 weeks, whatever it was, and she's 23 parties up. So there's no reason that every single one of you can't be 23 parties up in 2 weeks if you don't want to. Like that's 100%. And I will tell you, when she came to me, I will just tell you, she was a hot mess. I love her, but she was a hot mess. And I said, well, you got two choices. You can quit if you want. You can go away mad, but you just built something amazingly beautiful. And why would you want to walk away from that? Or you can put your big girl panties on and work, and I can give you a swift kick in the booty if you'd like. What would you like? And she's like, number 2. I said, okay, then let's do this, right? And so I think I wanted you to hear that, because I know we train you, we talk a lot of positive, and we live in the positive land because that's where we want to live. But every once in a while, we got to stop and just take a moment and be like, get off the floor. Like, understand this is where I am today, and then get off the floor. And here's how you do it. So thank you, Misty, for being real and being honest and all the things, right? Love you for that. Okay, so let's do another drawing.